do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here. That's a lot of
today.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Gain on the play. Brings up
out of the gun. It's Elliott.
The 27-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Eagles take over 1st and 10.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Number 26, Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll push pushes way forward to about the 32.
The Cowboy ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Complete to number 83. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Dallas.
Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now Wentz.
2nd and 6.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown Eagles. Jalen Reagor. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
The tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 26-yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Gain of 6. 1st down, Cowboys.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going for the deep ball. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb.
Prescott's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Carson Wentz.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's going to be knocked away.
about these last couple of drives? Much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
Number 26.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and
to throw is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. Ball down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, this one to Jarwin over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They're having a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, second quarter, he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown.
He's got a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception. But he has contributed, and he just can't get down and worry about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
Well, now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Eagles 10. Cowboys nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And a Cowboy first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
With the give to Ezekiel Elliott. The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 4.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Prescott's pass.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Give to Ezekiel Elliott. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings
on 2nd down and 4. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
To
CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
For the extra point.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a carry for Sanders. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. The throw taken in by Sims.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
On the tackle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 24-yard line.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now.
It's third down and 5.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. In the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to run out the back foot.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. His short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And 2 at the 29.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had a...
It's a foul. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Complete.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Prescott's pass.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Prescott yet again. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
To C.D. Lamb.
C.D. Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
26, Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz.
Open right side, complete to Rager.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man here. Sims complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
4 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end is up there. Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Eagles first down.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Another run with Sanders.
At the Cowboys.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
And the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Brings up third.
Now Wentz. They bring him down. The sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, it's Elliott.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Brings up third and inches.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. A ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the 20.
They go to Elliott again. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 38 yards.
Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs, because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's getting the quarterback? Who's getting the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This would work quite well on that play.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott from the gun on third. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to
From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The previous play is under review.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back.
But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. And again, it's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott on.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Under pressure, and they got to him again. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Wentz on target to Rager. 1st down, Eagles. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Brings up second.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now 4th down and goal.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott.
Field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. That will make this now a 15-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end the drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
For 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Another run here with Sanders. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
You talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Out
out of his end zone. Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Cooper again the target. That'll bring up second down. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again from their own end zone.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 36. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.